What's up guys, TJ here again, and we're talking through the second part of the Complete Athletic Adventure. So this is going to cover days 3, 4 and 5, which if you're looking at it from a week perspective, it's going to cover 3, 5 and 6 because day 4 will be a rest. As you'll notice, there's 2 lower body days consecutively, and the lower body days are the ones that start with an Olympic lift. I was going to do, the plan initially was to do a couple of lifts, so a variation of the snatch and a variation of the clean and jerk before every lower body day, because again that increases specificity, because I want to still be really good at my Olympic lifts, or get really good at my Olympic lifts, because I thought I had a competition coming up very soon, but it appears that is not the case. So the plan is instead to just keep going with one variation of the Olympic lift and just to get bloody strong, because at the minute I think that's what holds me back, definitely on my Olympic lift. I'm quite powerful for my strength, but my top end strength is going to be what holds my power back at the minute. So if I can build up the muscle, I can build up the strength, and then I can increase my power because of that. Another goal of this training is also to utilize that power that I apparently have and put it into some more speed specific work and lighter specific work. So single leg work, single leg jumps and medicine ball throws, that sort of thing. So it's not just me being powerful with a bar, it's also me being powerful hopefully on a rugby pitch or just in general in real life. This session, the first session here that you're seeing, was probably the toughest session I did. Lots of deadlifts and higher reps in the deadlifts and higher reps in these front squats really start to gas me as I notice how my cardio isn't where it needs to be. But that's why I haven't included any cardio sessions for this first block, is because I will get an increase in my cardio fitness just from doing these lifts, and eventually I'm going, because I've got time on my side, I will be trying to get in some speed and recovery work and all that good stuff that you'll see on a rugby pitch, and I'll video all of those for you guys as well. Make sure you stay tuned for those in the coming months. But for now, we've got to realize that it is a long-term thing. So as I said last time, you know, you're seeing lots of sets of 10, sets of 8, and just real basic stuff, because I can get that and progress. Now here's the one funky thing I probably did this week, which was every minute on the minute clean and jerk. So I wanted to get to a heavy clean and jerk, but I didn't want to take too much time. I also again want to sort of use these weight sessions as a bit of a cardio session too. So what I did was I looked at the clock, and every time it got to 12 I would do a lift, trying to add weight in between each set of clean and jerk. So I worked from I think 60 all the way up to 115 kilos, which was fairly simple and a pretty low percentage compared to what my max is, but it gets me to do some good clean and jerk work and not put myself off for my squats, you know, because the squats are taking the priority. The clean and jerk and the Olympic lift at the minute aren't the priority, even though I still need to be doing them and doing them technically pretty sound, which needs to be at a heavy weight. So like I say, these back squats are my priority. I forgot to write down on my schedule how many I actually did. So that's 2. We're going to count together. Here we go. Come on, TJ. You are 3, 4. We're taking a bit of time between each rep, because again, once you get to a decent weight, 5, it starts to tax you cardio wise. And as I get more used to doing this, then I'm going to add it, and as the weights go up and the reps go down, I'm going to start to add in some cardio sessions, some high intensity stuff as I go, and as my fat loss starts to stall as well. That's how I'm going to utilize that. It looks like I'm going to go for one more. I've lost count. As a trainer, I am actually the world's worst counter of reps. So I'm going to stop this video, go back and count how many it is. Boom! So I smashed 10. I remember now that I did 2 sets of 8, and then the third set was a set of 10. Then we're on a bit of a leg press. So what you'll see after the main lifts are just a bunch of accessory work. So it doesn't need to be specific. You've just got to get some heavy work in for some reps. So I chose to use the leg press. I don't really know why. I think it's because it's a good variation to use to put some weight through the legs. and it's just something different other than squats. This one is pretty specific though, because this is a very good movement for rugby players that need to build strong glutes and a strong core, the hip thrust. And what you'll see here is I go for sets of 10 with 80 kilos, and I'm still wearing my Olympic shoes, and I figure maybe this isn't the best idea, so I take them off between the 2 reps. I then finish this session off with RDLs, which you'll see coming up, and then that leads us on to our upper body day. So far I've definitely got to say that I am enjoying this program. It's something different for someone that hasn't done much above 5 reps in the last couple of years, because I've been trying to focus on strength and a lot of weightlifting work, and just been having a lot of time off with being really busy with my own actual work, you know, the one that pays me, not the stuff in the gym. Well, actually it is in the gym for me, but anyway, I've been focusing on different things, so it's good to go in and just have some light-ish weights, but just to work through. And I'm noticing, especially on the upper body sessions, I'm feeling a decent pump, which I'm not used to feeling for a long time. And actually, it's kind of a bit of an issue for me. I found that you know, 1 or 2 sets gets me really pumped up. So if I'm doing any more than after that, I'm already too pumped to try and do that set, and it makes it like way more uncomfortable. But you know, pretty cool and a decent problem to have. So as you can see, I've decided this session compared to the session before, both have RDLs, but this one I'm not using straps because there was no heavy deadlifting, so I need to get some grip work in. The time before I did use straps because I'd already got some good grip work in from doing some heavy deadlifts. Now this is one interesting exercise that we're looking for if you're not an expert at Olympic lifting but still want explosive power for rugby. This is a really good exercise to have power into tackles and power into rucks and just speed, because you're kneeling and you want to explode forward. So notice that the movement doesn't really come from the shoulders, it comes from the hips as I lean forward. So I do single arm ones and the chest passes as you see before. So it's good. That's a really good exercise for explosion, and I'm going to probably keep that in throughout the course of this whole plan. So for all the months that I'm doing this, until I get really specific, I'm going to include that. And even if I ain't getting specific, I probably will still include it because it's not too taxing on the body. And I can still get away with doing upper body work straight after it, and it makes literally no difference. If anything, it makes my performance improve. So we're looking at close grip bench press. I then go into some pull-ups for sets of 10, which were a lot tougher than I thought, because I usually go with a lot of weighted variations and keep the reps around 5. So just doing sets of 10 on normal pull-ups was a bit tough. And also in Fitness First, where the gym is where I train, the pull-up bars are real close together. Oh, that guy doesn't want to get videoed. And it was just a bit of a different movement for me. I've also got a bit of problem with a lot of knottage in my back. So I'm seeing a sports masseuse about that, and he's killing me in behind my shoulder blades to help out. Oh look, there guy comes back around the other way from the camera. Anyway, this is the last one of this episode of Complete Athletic Adventure. What you'll notice is a little trick that I do to make sure that I don't slam the weights on the floor when I finish on my incline bench or any dumbbell bench, and you can possibly use that. Just be aware that you might crack your phone when you're doing it. If this video was at all helpful for you, please give it a like. If it gave you any ideas, give it a like, comment, let me know. And we're nearly at 1,000 subscribers, so cheers guys for watching.